That's all I'm saying, Vern.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Ashley, hi everybody. Cinema Recall here. Ashley is just making shit about my hair, which I do not appreciate. What is wrong with my hair?
I do. I touched the screen.
See, you're just fucking these up here. But hello everyone, Cinema Recall here. Here at Crypticon 2024. Super busy right now because people are drinking heavily, and like we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you are.
You're super retarded, my friend.
It's not me.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's you. But I swear, Holmes, it's been like a while since we've done an episode here together.
I know.
But here,
it's been very, very, very long time.
It's
been very long time.
I am going to do this right now for our, newcomers are here. I gotta do this
Just using the garbage can.
I gotta do this for our podcast listeners, our podcast watchers, because we actually do have. We have an intro for our show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. We're from Cinema Recall.
Quiet down.
From the art house to the multiplex, physical media, and streaming. Welcome to the Cinema Recall podcast.
Ooh. All right. Shut up, wake me up. Oh. I don't know.
Here are your hosts, the Vern and Ashley.
Hey, everyone. Welcome here, Cinema Recall Podcast. I am the Vern. With me, she's been away far too long, my lovable best friend co-host, Ashley Urach.
It's me.
Good to see you, my friend.
I'm back.
You've been away for a long time.
I do that, don't I?
And I've got to try to handle the show here.
You can handle it. You handled it without me before I came on. So if I disappear for a month or 8, it's cool.
Here's the thing, too. Folks wait in anticipation.
No, they do not.
For you to show up.
No, they don't.
All right?
That's a lie.
You are like the equivalent of podcast candy here.
Please don't act like Trump on this thing, okay?
I'm not going to talk about eating cats.
Just making up lies. Just off the just
I am not making up lies. No.
Lying, just making stuff up.
I am not making up lies. I know the people here that Jim, our good friend Jim, invited us out here because he's like, bring Ashley. She's beautiful. I don't care the fuck about you, but bring Ashley.
He did say that.
Yeah.
He did say that.
So.
And it's true. Yeah. He didn't care that you came.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
All right. You could be like, Vern gave me your laptop. All right. Now bye.
Except I wouldn't, because that would involve me doing work.
Okay.
So, I gotta have you with.
Well,
because you do all of the things, and then I just show up.
Just show up there. That's right. Right. I'm there to be the hot bitch.
What's that?
You're like, I'm here to be the hot bitch.
I'm here to be the funny person.
Yeah, and you're hot as well.
Oh, thanks.
All right, see you
I
too.
appreciate that.
But welcome everyone.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, you guys stop. Yeah. There's a big hair floating in front of our faces. You can't see it, but I can.
Yeah, I don't think our viewers can see that shit either.
My ADHD was way in full display. Hey.
Best in the piece. So we're here from for the Crypticon. Thanks to Jim Seuss. Thank you for Jim for giving us passes to be here, and thank you everyone for joining us. We're here right now to talk about the horror films of 2024. Horror movies happen, and there were some, but not as great as they should be. I've got a list here of all the horror movies that came out in the last year.
Get your list out.
And I gotta say, it is kind of weird doing a show months before Halloween starts, because most of the horror movies that happen don't happen until October.
That's true.
So, but anyways, we're here to talk about, and we have a live audience here, which is very epic.
They're alive.
That's what you think.
That's right.
That's right.
You're not alive?
No.
Zombies.
They're zombies.
It is Crypticon after all.
Oh. Probably a second, third time being here.
You maybe.
Yeah.
Second for me, I think.
That's right, because you came here the following year, which I could not attend. So like I said before, we're just going to go through alphabetically, and we have an audience.
Not even chronologically?
No, just alphabetically. All right. We're going to talk about the movies that came out this last year.
All right.
So here we go. So the first movie that came out.
What?
It's only 1 year. Chronologically.
Well, I know, but we can do the January movies. February. Okay.
Nope, I just did this alphabetically.
I would tell you to leave, but that would drastically impact our audience size.
Do you bring any of your liquor with you?
Like an eighth of your...
Sorry? Do you bring any of your liquor with you?
My liquor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a refill?
I do. Do you mind?
Yeah. Oh, you want to drink it with your mouth, not your butt? Gotcha.
Not about here. This podcast is being sponsored by Natural Light.
No, it is not.
It
could be, though.
Wet to my whistle as we go through the movies of 2024. Now, I gotta say, now I don't know if you agree with me with this or not, but I don't think 2024 was a big year for horror films.
I don't think so either.
More horror movies came out, but it wasn't as
because when you asked me which ones I saw, I really couldn't. I couldn't grab one from the ether.
Yeah.
I had to have you give me a list.
That's fair.
Which isn't totally unnormal. Abnormal.
All right. So the first one we have here is a movie called Abigail. About the vampire ballerina.
That's the one I didn't see, but I really wanted to.
So it's about a group of these criminals who have to kidnap this daughter of this rich gangster and hold her hostage to get the ransom.
But lo and behold.
What they do not know is that this little girl is a goddamn vampire. All right?
I mean, it sounded really good. The premise sounded great.
The premise is great, and the trailer...
You liked it?
The trailer is good. And so good by your trailers here. It reminded me a little bit of the movie like Megan, but I thought Megan was a much better character than Abigail was. Like the whole setup was they had to kidnap this little girl, and then they found out that she's a vampire, and then they're trying to stop her. And I really wished that they did more with her in there.
So she didn't have a deep character.
Well, she had one sequence where she does kill somebody, which was fine, but she
not enough murder.
Not enough murder. She possessed the body of someone, and then
she possessed the body of someone.
She possessed the body of another girl.
That's something vampires can do.
She's hypnotized.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Get it right.
It's what hypnotized, possessed, same fucking thing.
Not.
It's the same fucking thing.
Possession is when you take over someone's body. When you're hypnotizing them, you're just controlling their thoughts.
So you control their thoughts. That's the same thing as their body, right?
Nope, your brain and your body are totally different.
But your brain connects to your body.
Doesn't matter.
Does it matter?
You're wrong.
Okay, I don't know about that.
I do. Go on. What's next?
So like there was plus she gets captured at one point and then she escapes. I thought there would be much more of a bloodbath because this little girl can take on anyone. Kind of reminds me of like Natalie Portman in the Leon Professional or the movie Hannah. Hannah's about this little girl played by Saoirse Ronan who can kick the ass at everyone. Put some teeth on that bitch and she can just go to town.
Nice.
All right.
But you thought they maybe missed an opportunity.
They missed an opportunity there. I thought the woman who played the young girl was very good, but the people who played the criminals were not as convincing.
So was the girl not a girl?
She was a girl.
I'm confused.
Yeah, she was.
Well, you said the woman who played the young girl.
The lady who played the young girl. I don't know. Yeah.
The young lady who played the role.
But the thing is, she was like a lot of people.
I was just checking because sometimes old people can play young people. I just want to be on the same page. I'm very tired.
Well, a lot of like actors that played younger people.
I had to get up early and put kids to school.
Because you're a mom.
Sleepy.
You're a mom.
I'm
all right.
tired.
Mom can do that shit. All right. So up here we had Alien Romulus. Anybody see Alien Romulus? Are you gonna woo? All right.
Did you guys like it? Because I heard bad reviews.
I heard like Misty. Okay. I did not like it as much as other people did. I did not like the fact that it was a sequel between both Alien and Aliens.
Okay.
I felt that it was not the right bridge to have with it. And I did not like any of the characters. I did not like the story. These people
They did not consult you, Vern.
Well, I did not like the fact that these kids cannot leave their environment because they have to work there. And then they were able to quickly find a way off the planet without having any security find them because there is an android that's joining them that can unlock doors on the ship.
Oh, no. It's convoluted. I can't do it.
And then they also freaked out about
I don't think I could do it.
I mean, if you know...
sounds like a lot of work.
Well, if you know about Alien and Aliens, there's like a lore that happens with it.
No, I don't know.
So like the face huggers in the first one.
I know about those guys.
They're the ones that impregnate you.
Yeah.
You know?
They face fuck you?
They face fuck you. All right? And then they impregnate you. Well, in the first Alien...
Thank God that's not how we get pregnant.
Yeah, you know.
My Lord.
So annoyed.
I'd be like, this is the worst.
There would be a decline in population.
Oh my God. So, would it?
Yes, there would be.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, that's...
So they
She's so mad going, no. I'm like,
so they face fuck you.
Yep,
All
got
right.
it.
But the first one, it felt like it took some time before the impregnation happened. It took
Right.
like a few hours, a few days.
Didn't it take it took more than a couple hours.
Yeah.
Like it was like
That's even worse.
Yeah.
There.
and then they just burst
Exactly.
out.
No.
What's happening?
And then in the
What
new
are you
one,
looking at? Cat, what are you looking up right now?
I probably don't want to know.
Read it out loud for me.
Yeah.
You're too good to be someone's secret or second choice.
Oh,
Hey,
that's true.
Right off.
Too bad they don't know that.
I know.
Fucking
They don't need
losers.
to know it.
Let's digress. Let's get back to. I thought you were looking at face fucking. To be honest,
Yes.
I got real. I was like,
I thought about taking away some insemination, but
sorry,
case in
I got
point,
us off the rails.
Case in point, there they have face fuckers in Alien Romulus.
That's right.
In Alien Romulus, when they face fuck you, you get pregnant a lot faster.
Okay.
Right? And then the movie also adds elements, supposed to be like between both Alien and Aliens, but it adds elements of Alien 4, which hasn't been released yet at the very end, and then elements of both Prometheus and Alien Covenant. So once you try to
I've seen
establish
Prometheus, but I haven't seen the other one.
Alien Covenant.
Haven't.
Yeah, okay. See, and it's not a movie that you need to like watch both of them to understand, but I feel like it wants you to. And plus, I did not like any of the characters.
No.
I thought they were very weak, like Gen Z in space. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going through my list here. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, Lisa Frankenstein.
Loved it.
You know,
Yes, I did. I loved it, and so did my kid. I took my 12-year-old and her best bud, and we went and saw Lisa Frankenstein. It was so cute.
Really love that.
It's adorable. I love it.
It's the first time I've seen a penis decapitation in a PG movie.
Yeah.
That was the best, and it was huge.
We laughed so
Yeah.
hard. It was so good.
It was great.
You saw it. Okay.
Hilarious.
Also got Immaculate.
I saw that. Yeah, it was lame, right? Like, first of all, the first woman that they like catch, and they just rip her leg.
They break a leg.
What? She could have kicked out of that. I don't know. The whole premise was weird. I didn't like any of the storyline. Also, I'm sorry, but please tell me, was anybody else totally disappointed that they showed that woman jumping off the building and like her face, which that would not look like that, and all of the other gory shit, and then they didn't even show the baby. They didn't even have the guts to like show us something grotesque.
Because they're trying to do the same thing that Rosemary's Babies did, where they don't show their.
Yeah, it was so stupid. It
was
a good idea, but it was not executed well.
I like the acting of that one. I thought Sydney Sweeney did a good job.
You just think she's hot.
She is hot. But she's not taking off her clothes in there, all right?
So it doesn't matter.
Oh. Yeah. And then there was another movie that came out around the same time called The First Omen.
I did not see
that. Has the same type of like premise about this young nun that finds evil things about her church. And I like The First Omen mainly because they did a whole homage to Possession. The whole like
okay.
The First Omen.
The very first.
Well, it's called The First Omen. It's a prequel to The Omen. Not The Omen, First Omen from 1976 with directed by Richard Donner.
We went back in time.
They went back in time.
We went back in time. Our DeLorean, and we went back in time.
And I'm
what else you got?
Do anyone here see Matt Scene? The third in the X series.
I want to so badly. If any of
okay.
them ruin it for me, you'll know because I will never talk to them ever again.
They are all good. For me, Pearl's like the number one.
I know you really liked Pearl.
Pearl was amazing. Via Goth does such a good job. So Matt Scene is a continuation from X.
Okay.
So at the end of X.
X was when those kids went and filmed that movie, right? Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So the movie is right.
Gotcha.
Art House.
Pearl would be the old woman who lives in the house during X.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Pearl is the best of the three.
Okay.
And like Matt Scene and X are so close.
Yeah,
they're so good.
I put X above Matt Scene, but Matt Scene is still very close. So how like X took place in the 70s and there was like homage to like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and like slasher films of that era.
Yep.
Matt Scene is more of an homage to like 80s thrillers like Brian De Palma.
Okay.
That type of thing where he's got this big Argento, very much giallo vibe to it.
Okay.
And it's not so much like gory, and Matt Scene is is a porn star. but once she wants to break it into horror films.
Okay.
And she finds this role in this movie that's going to be big, the sequel to this big demon movie that I forget the name of. And she goes to shoot stuff, and the director is played by Elizabeth Debicki. And then she finds out that a bunch of girls that she works with in the porn industry are being killed off by a random person. That's where the gel aspect comes into place, because it's a guy with black gloves on.
Okay.
And I'm not quite sure who he is. And that element was very cool, and it's got this great list out there. There's one sequence where a guy dressed as Buster.
The alley scene.
That's what I'm going to.
Okay.
So there's a guy dressed as Buster Keaton
Oh God.
in an alleyway.
You're about to spoil something.
Plug your ears, girl.
I'm not spoiling anything.
I'll have amnesia in the morning.
But it's just a Buster Keaton, and he's trying to sexually assault her.
Okay.
She turns the table on him and points a gun at him and gets him to strip, and has him lay down on the ground, face down, ass upper.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
And
kinda
then
hot, not gonna lie.
okay.
It doesn't stay hot.
Sam, you're turned
No,
on by
no.
that.
It turns into sexual assault, so not hot.
No.
And then she's like, all right. She crushes a
Alexa,
member of
which
his
you've
family
never seen.
jewels with their high heel shoes. Yeah.
That looks like-
And they don't pan away.
Yeah.
They don't. I
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
it.
It just brutal as shit.
Oh,
It just
shit.
fucking brutal as
There
shit.
are
Oh,
sounds.
the artist in that movie.
Yeah.
You're like, what
Like
would
cantaloupe
that
and shit
sound
there.
like?
Yeah. Yeah. My hands
What
never-
kind of kitchen instruments do I need? for
Right?
that?
I know, right?
What kind of wet, dry, crunchy, weird thing do I need?
But if you,
Leftover mac and cheese.
Oh, no, that's swap.
but if you, I don't know if it's bitching or not, but if you see movies like Dress to Kill or Body Double or any of like the public
Yeah.
films they made in like the 70s or 80s, it has that style to it. Like the film, it wasn't shot in actual film because it's digital, but it's got that griminess to it.
Okay.
Where it feels like it's actually shot in film. He did the same thing for his movie House of the Devil,
Mhm.
which is a very cool slow burn film about this woman who takes a job as a babysitter for this couple, but then finds out she's not actually babysitting a kid, but an old lady.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Duh.
and it's got a very young. Who's the girl that directed Barbie?
Oh,
Greta Gerwig.
Gwen,
Yeah.
Greta.
Greta Gerwig. It's got a very young Greta Gerwig before she
Okay.
started making films like Frances High and Barbie and Little Women, which is the best movie that she's done. Little Women. I recommend everyone here to check that out because it's an amazing adaptation. House of the Devil, one of the first movies from Ty West, who was the director of Matt Scene
Okay.
and Pearl and Nets. But Matt Scene was very good. I know Pearl and Matt Scene were filmed like around the same year.
Yeah.
But Matt Scene took a few years to complete because of COVID and everything. So that was good. And then I got mentioned Trap with the Josh Hartnett.
That looks like a good premise.
The trailer was good.
Yeah, the trailer looked good. I never saw the movie though.
Why is this director like he is? Like,
Well,
every time. I'm like, can we?
the thing that ruined by the movie was the trailer. Because you knew that's the big surprise about the movie is that the guy who's taking his daughter to a
Is
contest
the one they're looking
is
for.
a killer who they're hunting. So that's the twist.
That's so lame that they do that.
So-
I cannot stand it. I almost don't like watching trailers because they give away all the good stuff at like during the trailer. Then why do I need to see the movie? Why? I don't have a reason to see it now.
And I thought there'd be some good like twists when
No.
you're introduced to other
That
characters.
was the twist.
But
They
that
just
was
handed
mainly,
it to you on a
Nope.
platter.
His twists are never good.
yeah.
Never.
Seen where he swapped bodies with Haley Mills.
I see that says, yep. And then Trap. I know he used that movie. M. Night Shyamalan used that movie because he wanted to promote his daughter's singing career. Because the whole soundtrack is all of her songs,
That's embarrassing.
and they're fine.
I'm not saying that they're bad songs.
No,
I've
they're bad.
never even heard them. Well, I haven't heard them, so I can't say that they're good or bad.
I
But
feel
that's
bad
super
for her.
embarrassing.
I feel
Like,
bad for her.
That's embarrassing as a kid. You're like, oh, honey, I'm gonna put all of your songs on this really shitty movie that I'm making.
Because here's the thing too.
That's fucking embarrassing.
I'm sure that she was making her songs by herself, and she's like, "Hey, Dad, what's your opinion on the songs?" And he's like, "I will make you a star. I will make you a star. I will put you in my movie here. You will be famous. People will download your songs everywhere. I am M. Night Shyamalan, and I have spoken."
Mm-hmm. And I approve this message.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
This has been brought to you by the public media and their nonprofit.
But no, God.
And then I won't give you spoilers here, but the biggest insult about Trap is that they have all these people hunting this person down. They find Haley Mills from the Parent Trap movies.
And Good Morning, Miss Bliss.
Yeah, and from Saved by the Bell to be this person that hunts down the killer. So
Speaking
they're
of
having
old people playing young people.
yeah, true. But they're having all these people trying to hunt down this killer played by Josh Hartnett. And then the moment they got him, he's like, hold on here. I gotta get something over here. But they do not see what's going on there. And then he's able to get away from them again.
He's like, you've captured me, but hold on a second. I left my purse over there.
It's actually like that.
I left my wallet over there. Can you guys just, they're like, yeah.
We trust him.
you.
Yeah. We know that shit. Yeah. I will say Josh Hartnett,
fucked up.
he was good in that. And then the woman who
fired.
played the pop singer, she was actually good after.
Who was it?
His daughter. His
Oh,
daughter.
legit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's legit her daughter. His daughter, yeah.
God. Okay.
What did you think was
Good about her performance. She looked like someone that was actually almost scared, and she seemed kind of credible, and I can believe her as being someone that's got kidnapped by someone. I don't know. Her dad probably kidnapped her to be in this movie, so I imagine it'd be the thing.
Dad. Terrified.
The best movie I saw in 2024 was a movie called Strange Darling.
See that one.
And
You told me about it.
the only thing I know about Strange Darling is that the cinematographer was Gina Vazzi Ribisi from Empire Records,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and he was lost in translation. And a movie called Suspiria, not Suspiria, Suburbia.
Mm-hmm.
Of a first-time director, I did not recognize any of these people that were in this movie, and I completely forgot the name of the movie that I was just talking about. So I've been doing Chase Darling. There you go.
Strange Darling. Got it.
So I'm going to just tell you the plot synopsis. I don't want to spoil this movie because it's a movie that you really want to go to and completely cold.
Then don't tell him any. Why are you telling
I
anybody?
want them to
What are
say
you doing?
it's about a couple that meet up together for a one-night stand, and it goes awry.
Like most one night stands. Like every one night stand.
It's a thriller that's told in 6 chapters, but the chapters are not done in any type of sequential order. It stars Willa Fitzgerald and Kyle Gallner and Ed Begley Jr. and Barbara Hershey.
I do love an Ed Bagley Jr.
Bagleys are good. Bagels are good. Bagels. Junior bagels are better.
Angus.
Oh. And it's a movie that
I'm fading.
recently came out. We're almost done here. And thank you for our new follower, people here that came out here.
Hi.
Appreciate that very much,
They just
everybody.
wanted a seat. It's okay.
That's right. They just want to sit there.
Plenty of chairs.
Yeah.
Rest your feet.
And I just felt sorry, Dash, have left here. And the only movies I have right now that are coming soon to theaters. I mentioned all the ones that came out to theaters that were good. Abigail, Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, which you just saw.
I did.
Do you think it was worth the wait? Yeah?
No, I don't.
No?
I think it could have been a Netflix movie.
Yep.
I thought they needed to either lean all the way into practical effects or all the way into really good CGI, because the CGI they did have was shit. And
Yeah.
Just like the first movie.
I liked the first movie. Right. I liked the first movie with practical effects. Everything looked a little fake. I liked that. That's what made it campy and fun. And I didn't like Jenna Ortega. I like her, and I liked
She
her
does the
role.
same role in every movie.
She does do the
Yeah.
same role, but
Agreed.
she plays it pretty flat.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of people were upset about the age difference between the ghost that she falls in love with and her kissing. Dude, she's kissing an actor that's the same fucking age, dude. Why are people up in arms because he's been dead for 40 years?
What
Shut
about
the fuck up.
Twilight?
What's
why,
that?
Why nobody's complaining about Twilight?
Yeah.
Right.
Or-
Nobody's complaining that Lydia Dietz is being
seduced by Beetlejuice.
sexually followed by a 300-year-old demon.
Yeah.
When she's
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Right, when she was a teenager, he's still like lusting over her. I didn't really think that the makeup.
Her.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, he did. But I didn't like how the makeup continuity was different.
Oh, yeah, there was groping.
The continuity from the makeup of the first movie and the second. Now, I'm not saying like there's no way you're gonna be able to like make him look exactly the same. He has wrinkles. He's older now, and that's fine. But the makeup was not the same. It was starkly different. And I also didn't really like how Winona Ryder played her character. It was so.
Yeah.
How do I put it? She was like listless.
Didn't seem like she would care to be there.
What's that?
You don't think she cared to be there?
I don't know if I think she cared to be there. I just don't think she knew how to act anymore.
That's because it's been
and
so
I know
long.
That sounds really terrible, but she did really good in Stranger Things. But the way she acted Lydia in this film was really well.
You're saying that she forgot how to play her character.
Yeah, she forgot how. Okay, not act in general,
Yeah.
but play her character for sure.
She seems like every time she had to film, she had been taking some pills the night before, and they had to wake her up.
Pills, yes.
Real tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she every single day she'd wake up and she's kind of like groggy and a little messed up from the pills the night before, and she's really having to pound out that they're just say the lines.
Well, she's
Yeah.
a great director. Can we agree that Tim Burton is a great producer? Has
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah.
Great set designer, character designer.
Producer, designer, yep.
Director.
Writing was terrible.
Yeah.
The writing was
The,
terrible.
I would agree the rating was terrible.
The dialogue was shit. The writing was terrible.
Oh, and the
okay.
NCT mad at her mom. Oh,
I did like Catherine O'Hara
Yes.
Yeah.
in this
She
movie.
was good in spite of.
I thought she was good in that. I thought she would try to play that. All right.
I don't think Catherine O'Hara has ever been bad.
That's Catherine. That's true. Thank you for the back right there. Catherine O'Hara has never
Yeah.
been bad in a movie. That's 100% true.
And I also, you know what I really didn't like? I didn't like that they had this they threw you into this love story between her and this kid, and then they throw you into this story about him being married to this woman who, one, we've never heard of. Two, why is she in a box? Three, why is she taken apart? And I know now she's a soul sucker, but the way that they took it and just, I swear it felt like 30 minutes, and they're like, here's a new storyline.
Yeah,
and then within 30 minutes, they wrapped it up, and they're like, oh,
So what she's trying to
they burned in hell. Down they went.
what she's trying to explain is the
Hold on.
story
What's
between.
Sorry, I have a theory. I think that Tim Burton took 3 fanfic Beetlejuice sequels.
Yes,
Yeah,
and put them
yeah.
all together. Yes, they should have flushed it out, or at least they could have made 2 more movies.
It's doing the same thing that Spider-Man 3 did by introducing a whole bunch of different villains into one movie.
Right.
They should have focused more on the Monica Bellucci character
Sure.
as the main villain.
Yes, they could have made an entire movie about that.
Yeah.
They could have.
And I thought her introduction was good, but then we introduced to Jenna Ortega's boyfriend and his story, and I thought his story was good.
Yeah.
But they set up these characters. Here's what I didn't like about the movie, Ash. They set up these characters, and then at the end, they were able to dispose of them in a fast way without really doing much conflict.
And they could just get rid of Beetlejuice by popping him like a balloon. Like
Yeah.
he would have not have stood there and let you say his name 3 times.
Yeah.
There's just that's not going to happen.
He can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I just didn't like it.
It's where
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun to go. It was fun to be in that world again, but the stories were garbage.
It was, They set up these villains that would be great villains.
Yes.
And then they established them well throughout it, and then at the very end, they're like, all right, we can do it with you very fast.
We gotta finish up this movie.
We gotta be done
got
by
an
close to
hour and
90
a
minutes.
half.
We got 90 minutes, bitches, all right? We
Yeah.
gotta get the fuck out of here. We gotta get set up here for Beetlejuice, which I did not realize they named Beetlejuice because they're gonna do a fucking sequel for Beetlejuice, because everything now has to be a goddamn trilogy. And it makes my balls hurt.
Man,
Yeah.
I had a trilogy of girls,
Yes,
and
yes.
that made my ovaries hurt.
There you go, all right? Oh,
We don't need a trilogy.
no. I
The
mean,
first one was good enough.
yeah.
It was fun to come back and do a second one, but they rushed it, and it was not great. And it was a real bummer because I really wanted it to be great.
Yeah. Practical effects were good, and it was just average. It was just, yeah.
Pop was good.
It was nothing great there.
I don't even know if I like Bob that much.
Bob was good. Okay.
Bob was kind of funny, but I thought
Bob
they
was
could
great.
have done that effect better.
Oh, that's fair. All right. And then we talked briefly about this Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Oh, yeah. So that was fun to watch. I didn't like that one either.
No.
I'm like, what? A demon that what? Brings ice? I don't know. I just thought it was dumb. It was fun because it's an action. It's Ghostbusters. You get to go back and talk to those characters again and see those characters. Not talk to them, but see those characters again. But I didn't like the quote unquote villain that they had. I didn't like that. Yes. Question in the front row.
I think they focused on the wrong plot arc.
They're focused on plot arcs?
Because like when they
plot
reintroduced
Yeah.
Winston, thank you. When they reintroduced Winston, he had this whole like underground society of ghost hunters that were catching and trapping ghosts. Like that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Instead, as cute as Paul Rudd is.
Too powerful. That's what it is. These actors, they want a certain paycheck.
Yeah.
So their agents demand that they have a certain amount of screen time. So then, like, all of the budget goes to these actors that are then like, I mean, Finn Wolfhard, what the fuck was he doing in that movie?
Yeah.
He was there just so they could every 5 minutes be like, hey, Slimer still exists. Okay, bye.
But the
Yeah.
director should like cut out the good part.
It should have,
Well,
yeah.
They've also got Kumail Nanjiani as like, I don't know, one of the Eternals now.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah, where did that come? That was so weird.
Patton Oswalt, what is
Yeah.
happening? It's just, like,
Right?
crammed in.
Just packing it in.
It's like Independence Day resurgence.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yes,
they
it
mentioned
was.
What would have been an amazing movie with like the machetes, and then they're like, forget all that. We're gonna do this now. I was like,
Did you bring this up? You got our hopes up for nothing.
It felt like in the Ghostbusters Frozen Kingdom that they really were reaching out to the animated series because they're reaching out to those folks who think that Ghostbusters is their childhood heroes. And I always thought of Ghostbusters 1 and 2 as being like a comedy about these people who are fish out of water that don't know what they're getting into and they're doing Ghostbuster business. And that's very much what I appreciate about the 2016 version because it tried its best to be a comedy.
Right.
And it has all these famous comedians, these female comedians.
That was a fuck up.
You know, it was a fuck up, but I appreciate the fuck up of that one more.
Yes, I did not like that one.
I liked that one.
The only redeeming quality in that entire movie was Kate McKinnon.
I thought you were going to say Chris Hemsworth as being the most person that was there.
That reminded me of Scooby-Doo. You remember the live-action Scooby-Doo?
Like
with Scrappy-Doo when he gets all crazy? That's what that reminded me
Was that
of.
in the sequel or in the first one?
The sequel.
See, okay, all right, see, there you go. You know, you can't do a sequel to that movie. So.
Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind when I'm not making movies.
Okay.
While I'm not doing that.
Some movies are coming out soon that I really want to see. One is called The Substance.
That looks really good.
With Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley from the same director of Revenge. Catherine Collette, she's a French director. If you've never seen Revenge, I highly recommend watching that. It's on Shudder. It's very good. But this is probably one of her follow-up films. And The Substance, if you don't know about it, it's about, I believe, this model / actor who's Asian. Demi Moore, who looks fucking fantastic at whatever age she is. She looks really
50?
great. She's not 84.
Shut up.
What? 84? Damn.
I thought you said paid for. I was
Paid
like,
for.
yeah. Paid for sure.
But she finds about this new injection that will make you younger.
Yeah.
And turns into a younger self, played by Margaret Qualley, who people know from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and other films that I can't think of right now. And it turns into her, but she has to remember that both her and the younger self are her, so she can't get them confused. And then weird things happen. I am very excited about it because
it looks interesting.
It has like a 90% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and people seem to really enjoy that movie. So I am thrilled.
Rotten Tomatoes isn't always right, but I'll give it a shot.
So shout out to
they're pretty accurate.
I have a show on Rabbit Hole Podcast coming out soon called The Rotten Truth, where me and host Jason Soto will look at movies that were rated low on Rotten Tomatoes and decide, is it really that bad? We have an episode coming out very soon, Pat. In fact, it's already on the air right now. We're talking about the movie Madam Web.
Oh, yeah. I heard terrible,
Yep.
and I watched it. It wasn't that bad.
It was lame.
It wasn't.
It was meh.
FYI, I did make her
So,
120.
so
1902.
Demi Moore not born in 1902. She was not born
She
in
might have
1902. And then the other movie that's coming out is that I really want to see is Nosferatu from
Yes,
Robert
that
Eggers.
looks really good. Hi.
Hello, welcome.
Correct.
And I
Is
know
that the one that is played by? Is Nosferatu played?
Bill Skarsgård.
It is. Yeah. I don't know why, but in my brain I was like, Nicolas Cage.
No,
That would be pretty good.
I haven't seen
Well, they
either
tried
one.
Although I did like that movie he was in where he was.
Renfield.
Yeah, that shit was funny as
Okay,
hell.
I liked Renfield more than I liked Longlegs, which is another horror film that came out this year, where he played this.
Longlegs.
Longlegs. Okay.
Let me tell you, you know what would have been better if they didn't tell anybody that he was in it.
Yeah,
And they
I
never
agree.
would have showed until you saw the movie. That would have been way better.
That would have been way better. So I follow Makia Monroe on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
She is the fucking Longlegs. She has long legs.
Oh, you mean for real?
She does have long legs for real. All right.
Kind of like when Peter, remember that Family Guy episode where Peter is all legs? No, look it up. It's funny. Just all legs and a head.
Yeah.
With a little skirt.
But I know director from the Nosferatu movie from
Mhm.
being the same director of The Witch and The Lighthouse.
Okay.
Wait, what? Say that one more time.
So Robert Eggers directed The
Yes.
Lighthouse and The Witch.
Which I love. I'm very excited. So what movie did you say?
Nosferatu.
So he's doing the new Nosferatu movie.
That, and I got all excited
Yeah.
when we saw the preview. I'm giddy
So-
about that.
And it looks like it very much wants to be like a combination of the old silent movie and the Werner Herzog movie from 1970s.
Okay.
It was a combination of the two.
I like Bill Skarsgård. Bill, right?
Yep.
I like him. I think he's adorable. Even with his wandering eye. I don't care. Wander it out this way, buddy. But did anybody watch not a horror movie, but speaking of Bill Skarsgård, did anybody watch The Crow?
Yeah, the new Crow, how is that good?
Did anybody
It's better than we expected.
better than you expected, but not great, right?
I mean, the things they do right compared to the comic book and the 94
Okay.
adaptation are that they actually focus on the relationship a lot more. So it's more than just like a fridge to girlfriend. So you
Okay.
actually get to know her.
You know her. You do not know the girlfriend from the original Crow.
Right.
She's
Mm-mm.
she's the plot device mainly.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And the effects are good. The action sequences are fucking amazing.
Like, is that how it was in the comic books, where like a crow flies through him and he becomes this weird thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen the comic. I don't know.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about the Crow is from the Brandon Lee.
yeah, they got killed at the end of that.
What's that?
Say they did?
You haven't seen the Edward Furlong?
Oh my gosh!
No, stop!
Is that the Crow City of Angels?
Yeah.
And
I forgot that even
there's
was a
like-
thing. Oh, Eddie Furlong, you poor son of a bitch.
I mean, God, there were many Crow movies that came out.
I mean, he had it all together when Terminator came out, didn't he?
Well, I thought he was good in Pecker.
He was just a little guy, all cute and innocent, and then he hit puberty and bleh.
Right.
All right, so
He did.
for the franchise, people that don't know, there was a Crow in 1994, City of Angels in 1996, The Crow of Salvation, which I'm pretty sure is what I had referred on, The Crow Wicked Prayer, Crow Stairway, the TV series The Crow Stairway to Heaven.
Nice.
I know people are talking about like, The Crow having like the sequel was cut down to pieces and they should have like made it to the version that they wanted to make it into. But Harvey Weinstein had the rights to Mermats and he's like, no, I'm gonna make The Crow to be something else. And it's not the way the director wanted it to be. So we're still waiting for a director's cut.
We're still
of
waiting
The
for him
Crow, City of Angels.
to be.
Smith's just got the rights back to do Dogma because Harvey Weinstein had the rights to Dogma for
Yeah.
like years. Now Kevin Smith just got the rights to do the bat, so to release in theaters. So
And no Ben Affleck.
That's right.
Yeah, no. What? You don't want the old Benny? With the giant phoenix on his back?
That's exactly
Come
why I
on.
brought him back. So
I'm embarrassed for him. I
Because
am.
he's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Do you think his best friend, Matt Damon, he's like super embarrassed?
He's like, bro,
Yep.
if they ever offer that role to you again, just say no.
Just say
No,
no.
no,
Say no.
Stop doing things. Just go home.
It's like, don't do another Dunkin' Donuts commercial, you
Yeah.
fucking weirdo.
Another.
All right.
That was his brother, wasn't it?
Never again.
Never again. Anyway,
I think we're closing up right now. I am Vern.
I'm Ashley.
We are from Cinema Recall Podcast. Follow us on cinemarecall.net, .net.com. We're at .net.
.net.
If you just search Cinema Recall on your browsers, you'll be able to find us. We're available everywhere. All right.
Yeah, like, because
I
when did you get that? When did you?
years ago.
Yeah.
Also on
So-
Instagram, right?
We're Instagram Cinema_Recall on Twitter. And just look up Cinema Recall Facebook.
We're also
anywhere.
at your mom's.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Doing a whole new audio drama adaptation of Reservoir Dogs.
Another one?
The same one, both an all-female cast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You told me that.
So that's gonna be done here shortly there. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to tip your waitresses, and we are out of here.
My reminder went off when I was up there.